Okay, this is the October 13th, 2021 session of the zoning hearing examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the zoning hearing examiner for the city of Cincinnati, and I will preside over this hearing. The case before us today is case number ZH20210144. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the zoning hearing examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If there's anyone here from the public that would like an opportunity to speak, they'll have that opportunity after the applicant presents its case. Our zoning plans examiner will have an opportunity to testify. In the event any party testifies or offers argument in opposition to the application, the applicant shall have an opportunity to rebut that testimony. And finally, the applicant will have an opportunity to make a closing statement. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or make any comments. I may also refuse to consider hearsay testimony or documents. In the event of any technical difficulties or unforeseen circumstances with the video conferencing technology, I may continue or postpone this hearing at my discretion. Okay, just need to swear you guys in. If you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Is the woman's name Kate Berliner?
Yes.
Join the Zoom meeting, but it reports waiting for the host to start the meeting. Something's not working with her link. Let me try and resend it to her.
Okay, thanks.
Hello. But do you have her cell? I think she's trying to call me, but she's having trouble. When I sent the invitation for the link, I got an automatic reply that she's traveling. She left her cell phone on the email here.
She's trying that link.
All right, Kate, can you unmute for us?
Yes, thank you.
Hello. Welcome. We're just about to start the hearing. And are you from Thornton's? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Who would like to take the lead on the presentation of the applicant's case here today?
I can.
Okay. Floor is yours.
Okay, so we are requesting a sign to replace an existing sign on a building that doesn't have any frontage. The building itself has been in the same spot for, I think it was like 30 years, and they've had the same Thornton's. It's always been a gas station, and they're just updating the signage. So they can't, there's no, like, I don't know how to explain it. There's nowhere to put the sign other than where it is. And so they don't have street frontage based on how the building is now built. I'm assuming back when it was built originally, they did have street frontage, but now how the building is placed on the parcel, it doesn't have it. So we're just replacing the sign. It's not like for like, but it's pretty similar. I think all of the Thorntons in our area are getting refreshes. So they're all kind of just getting they're going from this older version of the sign to a newer kind of sleeker looking sign. Again, we're just requesting to replace an existing sign where there has been a sign for 30 years. It's a pretty straightforward request with it's just the lack of the street frontage that makes it so we have to do the variance. And based on what Trey said, the staff agrees that it's a pretty simple switch.
David, just to note, follow up, there was originally signage on that side of the building in 1991. Then just before the zoning code, in very early February, there was a permit in 2004 to create the current signage, and which consists of channel letters with the logo over the top. The new proposal basically, I mean, if they could use the same sign cabinet, this would have been a sign face change and a reduction in nonconformity, because they're removing the logo part of the Thornton's logo, the T. So it's actually coming more into conformity from what it was. And then it's just that they're having to replace the actual cabinetry for the channel letters. Otherwise, basically it's switching. It's a pretty similar looking sign. They'd just be switching the color from red to white, basically. It's kind of a rebranding. And I do think it's important to have some kind of signage above the door there for both pedestrians and vehicular traffic heading northward on Reading Road, and just to identify the entrance. There is technically frontage on the side of the building, but that's not where the door is or anything, and there's no parking area or anything over there. So this faces southward to where the canopy is too, or the gas pumps and so on. So it just makes a lot of practical sense to have this located here. And again, but for the fact they have to replace the mountings for this, it would essentially be a sign face change and just need a zoning certificate of compliance instead of a hearing. So that's just within the technical limits of the law. It is technically a new sign, but yeah, like I said, it's reducing nonconformity, and it does serve wayfinding purposes and identifies the front door of the building. Do you have any other questions or any questions?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only question is just the reduction in nonconformity is just the size is going to be smaller.
No, it's that. Brooke, can you hold that up again? The image, so I don't have to screen share.
It's going from 2 signs to 1 sign, right?
So,
Right. That's
yeah. If you just do the one above and below, or see David, up above, there's a Thornton's logo, like a triangular shaped logo currently. And
Yeah.
if you can shift that slightly up, Brooke, can you shift it slightly upward? You need to speak
I've
because
got all those. I've got all those guys. I got your staff report pulled up. It's all on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So essentially they're taking off that logo part at the top, and then essentially what you have is darn near the same sign, just a slightly different style. And it's, it's white instead of red.
Gotcha. But it's non-conforming because of the non-street frontage, or
Correct. There's no street frontage on that south side of it. It faces the pumps, but there's no side street down there past the gas pumps. The lot's really oriented on a north to south bias, and then the building's built sideways, if you will, to the lot. It does not face the street. The front door does not, any of the windows don't. It's just a smaller, like block wall facing the street. And as a wayfinding for a gas station, as a wayfinding tool, if you put it on the on the side of on the front, the part that's facing the frontage, which is the side of the building, it's not going to serve in any helpful wayfinding capacity, because someone would have to be, you'd already be there at 40 miles an hour before you saw it on the side of the building. It's not projecting and so on. So this way, from the south, both passersby and vehicular traffic can clearly see that where the entrance to the gas station is.
Gotcha. I was just trying to clarify, the reduction in nonconformity comes by way of taking two signs and making it one.
Yeah, you're eliminating the logo up there. They're not including that Thornton's logo. So however many square feet that is bye-bye. So now they're just going with channel letters. To my mind, it's a reduction, because you have basically one sign instead of two.
Ms. Berliner, anything you'd like to add?
No, actually that covers it pretty well. I do appreciate y'all's consideration of this. This store has been around for quite some time, so it was time to get it updated a little bit.
And just so you know, there's no additional signage on the canopy, like on the gas canopy. It doesn't say Thornton's anywhere on that. So there's only the gas pricer sign and then the sign on the wall.
It makes this the primary means of building identification of wayfinding, basically, is what I was trying to get at.
Okay. Anything else, Brooke?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, great. This will be approved. Just need to get my decision typed up. So
Appreciate it.
Any other questions or anything right now?
No, we're good. Yeah,
Okay.
it was, like I said, it's a pretty straightforward one. It's just that way the building's set on the parcel.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, if you guys have any questions in the meantime, just feel free to reach out.
Great.
I think that's it. Hope